Hello everyone. In this lecture we will discuss about force on a current carrying conductor in a magnetic field. In a magnetic field. Now suppose I have a conductor like this, current carrying conductor. This is the direction of current. Okay. For analysis, we assume motion of positive charge. So when I write Vd vector, that is drift velocity of that positive charge and not of the electrons. Now suppose I take a very small section of this conductor. So can I say this small section, there will be a small amount of dq charge which will be moving with velocity Vd here, yes or no? There will be a small amount of Vd charge, dq charge, which will be moving with Vd velocity, drift velocity. Then only current is set up, right? Okay. Suppose field is like this. Okay. Now since I have taken Vd as drift velocity of positive charge, hence Vd is along the direction of flow of current. अगर Vd इलेक्ट्रॉन्स का ड्रिफ्ट वेलोसिटी होता तो वो करंट के डायरेक्शन के ऑपोजिट होता, राइट? नाउ that small amount of dq charge in that length of dl, say this length of wire is dl, so dq charge in that dl length will be charge per unit volume n into volume, this is the total number of charge, into magnitude of each charge. So this is dq, okay, where a is the cross sectional area of wire, n is number of free charge per unit volume. Okay. Now since that segment that we are considering can be assumed to be a small charge, point charge, I can write force on that point charge. So I can write that as now I can write force as if I define dl as a vector, and say if I define dl along the direction of current as vector, like if I have this wire, if I am talking about this segment, if I take this vector as dl vector and Vd vector will have same direction, correct? So I can manipulate this force in this manner. This is not going to alter my result, correct? This is not going to alter my result. MEAVD, I know this can be written as current. And since I was writing force on a small segment, I should have written dF. This is the force on that small segment. Right? Force on if I want the force on entire wire, I will need to integrate. So this net force will become use proper limits. यूज प्रॉपर लिमिट्स. ठीक है, राइट. So this is the derivation part. If I move further, the first note, if a uniform current carrying conductor is placed in a uniform magnetic field, now pay attention. Let's have like this. And say it's carrying a uniform current I, field is uniform. So if I write force, it will be this. Right? Now, since I is constant and B is constant, I can write it like this. Can I say, if you consider this wire to be made up of small lengths, to be made up of small lengths, from polygon law, can I say integration of all such dl's will be this length L, this vector L. So can I write force as right? So whenever you have a uniform current carrying conductor in a uniform magnetic field, just join the ends. This will be the L vector, right? Correct? Always remember, head is at the point where current is terminated, tail is at the point where current originates. That is very important. Fine. Second point. dl vector is in direction of current. This is very important. Do not forget this. Right? Another condition could be if a uniform current carrying closed loop is placed in a uniform magnetic field. In such a case, you can write force as since dl is closed, B is constant, from Polygon's law this is going to be 0. Correct? From Polygon law of vector addition this is going to be 0. Correct? If you add all the dl's in this, they will form a closed polygon and resultant will be 0 then. So force on this will be 0. Again a very important result. A closed loop में यूनिफॉर्म करंट कैरिंग क्लोज लूप प्लेस्ड इन अ यूनिफॉर्म मैग्नेटिक फील्ड, उस पर नेट फोर्स कितना होगा? 0 होगा. ठीक है. You can note these down. Okay. Let me give you an example to understand the fact. Okay. Let me give you an example. We have a current carrying conductor like this, carrying I current. This is A, this is A. This is B. Find magnitude of force acting on the conductor. I have told you if it's a uniform current carrying conductor in a uniform field, I can join the endpoints. This is the L vector. I know force can be written as if you talk about magnitude, it will be I into L into B. L जो है वो plane of the paper में है. L is in the plane of the paper while B is perpendicular to the plane. So angle between them is 90. From Pythagoras theorem, this is 90 degrees. So can I say this is the hypotenuse and this will be root 2a. So force will be equal to this is the required answer then. Let's take one more example before we move on to some more questions. Say we have a current carrying wire. There is this segment that has I current. Okay. Now we have to find force, find magnitude of force. On the red segment. Now we are dealing with variable magnetic field. Throughout that red current carrying wire segment, field is not going to be constant. So what I am going to do is, pay attention here. At a distance of x, I take a small segment of dx. Okay. So on that small segment, force can be written as I into dl cross b. Okay. I into dl cross b. B is produced due to this wire, this infinite wire. So can I say, if I write B, you all must have anticipated from right hand thumb rule that the field here will be into the plane. So if I write the magnitude of that field, it will be mu naught I by 2 pi x. So can I write magnitude wise df will be I into length of the segment. Right now we are considering only the dx segment. So into dx into b. Say someone asks you the direction also. So can I say this is the direction of dl vector, this is the dl vector, and this is b. From right hand thumb rule, dl cross b will be in the upward direction. And throughout, let's say we are saying this is the direction of df, and for all such segments df will be in the same direction only. So can I say, if I want to find out the net force, I need to integrate. Limits will be, I need to start x when it is a, and I need to end when x is 2a. A say 2a. So if I move it here, it will be ln x. If you put limits properly, it will be this. This is the required answer there. And of course I have told you that will be in the positive y direction. That we have done with dl cross b direction. Okay. So you can have a look at this, what we have discussed in this page. We'll move on to some more questions now. Now in this question, we have a current carrying wire which is in form of a sinusoidal wave, but the current is uniform, the field is uniform. Can I say, I know this is the L vector. What is the length of L vector? It is 2L. Can I write force will be So magnitude will be force will be, that matches with option 3. This is how we need to interpret the questions, right? Here, if force on a small segment is 0, since there are 3 long wires, force on all such small segments will be 0. So we need to analyze a small segment and make net force 0 there. Let's analyze that. If I want force to be 0 in this DL segment, can I say small force on that segment is so magnitude wise it will be if it has to be 0, I is not 0, DL is not 0, so B has to be 0. So net field at this point has to be 0. Correct? Now I am calling this point as P. Net field at point P is due to wire B and wire D and wire B. So can I say net field, say this point is A. So net field at point A is field due to wire D plus field due to wire B. You can understand field due to wire D will be, if you apply the right hand thumb rule, it will be into the plane, whereas field due to wire B will be out of the plane. So can I say, if you want this entire to be 0, magnitude of field due to D and magnitude of field due to B should be same. If I write, it will be mu naught ID by 2 pi x equal to mu naught IB by 2 pi 15 minus x. Therefore, if I put the value of ID and IB, if you rearrange, x is 9. So the required answer is 9. Can have a look at the process then. If we consider this question, so we have wire A, wire B and wire C. Magnetic field at point B due to wire A from right hand thumb rule will be this. Magnetic field at point B due to wire C will be like this. And BA equal to BC in magnitude will be same, that is mu naught I by 2 pi D. So just to be more precise, say they have same lengths. This is B net, and B net is nothing but root over BA square plus BC square. That will turn out to be this. Force on a small segment at that point B will be I should write this as B net. Now, B net is still in the plane of the paper. While I have already told you DL is always in the direction of current and current is out of the plane. So angle between B net and DL is still 90 degrees. dF by dl, if I put the value of B net, can I say this term is nothing but force per unit length? If we compare the equations, I think it matches with option D. Right? You can have a look at the approach then. This question is a home assignment. I'll discuss this in the beginning of the next video that I share. Okay. Apart from this, you will also have one more home assignment. What is the net force on the loop? So I need magnitude as well as direction. These two are your home assignments. In the beginning of next video, I'll discuss these two questions then. Thank you everyone.